Where are you going?
Action.
Hi. Um, this is going to be shorter than most of my sermons are because we're outside and it's like 17 degrees, as you can probably tell from the frozen pond behind me. We're at the pond next to the Peace Hill Church, and I wanted to just bring a little verse and a little meditation to you this morning, since once again we have not been able to gather in person. So the Olympics are on. The Winter Olympics have been on, and they are amazing. Although I don't always understand a lot of the sports or why they're in the Olympics. Some of the things where you like fling yourself down a hill on a metal sled face first seems more like a drunken 19-year-old prank than an Olympic sport, but it's impressive. These people are at the peak of physical condition, these athletes, and it is amazing to watch them. Although sometimes, and maybe this is just me, but maybe this has happened to you too, you watch these people do these insane feats of athleticism, and it doesn't make you think, oh, that's amazing, I could do that too. What it makes you think is, I am never going to try that because there is no way I could do it as well as them. So there's a kind of looking at the perfect that makes you not want to even try to do the good, which I think sometimes we don't try to do things sort of badly, like paint or sing a song or knit a sweater or something, because we can't do it the way the fancy people on TV do it. The verse that I was reading this morning is 2 Corinthians 4:7, where Paul says, we have this treasure in clay jars to show that the power is from God and not from us. So Paul was writing to a group of people, a church that he'd helped start in the city of Corinth, and this church had gotten really impressed with like super Christians, people who were really eloquent and super spiritual, and they knew all kinds of secret knowledge, and they got paid a lot for being ministers, and they were just better at being Christians than you were, basically. And the Corinthians were super impressed with them. And Paul writes to them, and he says, that's not how God works. He says, the good news isn't that God takes really amazing people who've got it all together, who are really beautiful, fancy works of art, and makes them just a tiny little bit better. He says God takes everyday people, broken, cracked people, like the kind of cup that you can get for $1 at Walmart or something, and not like a fancy vase. And God likes to use those kind of folks and to shine through them in a way that only they can be shown through. So he says God likes to take the kind of people who have cracks, who are just ordinary pots, who have been used, and some of them have flaws, and they haven't kept their New Year's resolutions, even though it's only early February, and they have illnesses they can't shake, and they have stuff in their past they're not proud of, stuff in their present they're not proud of, and they have addictions or mental stuff that they can't get rid of. God likes to come to those people. That's the good news, is that his power shines through folks like us, folks like that, and to shine in a particular way through those people. The things that make you feel cracked or broken or ashamed or weird or not fancy are the things that God can use to connect with other folks, folks who need it. So if this week you have been feeling God give you the impulse to do something, to say that brave thing, to forgive in that scary way, to try to love in that hard, persevering way, and you feel like, I can't do that, only super Olympian Christians can do that, remember, God wants to shine through ordinary folks like me and like you. There's a Leonard Cohen song. Leonard Cohen was really insightful, and he has a song that says, I'm not going to sing it because I'm not a great singer, so I'm not going to sing it. He says, ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. God's light wants to shine through you and through us, even though we're just clay jars and ordinary pots. And once again, I say we will get back together, and the ice will melt, the snow will thaw, and we will gather. But until then, let God's grace and power shine through you, even if you're not a super Olympian Christian.